Awesome. Yeah. There we are. All live.
Good morning or evening,
Let
wherever
me,
you are.
let me actually listen to this and see. Awesome.
Good?
Sounds good. Hi everybody. Welcome to the live stream. It's good to be doing this. Is this our first
Together live stream.
together live stream? And we have a bit more of a professional setup today. So usually I just always take my iPhone and the audio and all that stuff is just quite miserable. But now we actually have a camera set up and we'll be monitoring your questions and all that. So it's gonna be real fun. We're gonna be spending a good amount of time with you guys now. Can you all hear us well? Do you hear?
Yeah.
Is the sound good? Yeah. What are the
Let us
people
know.
saying? Yeah. Wow, so cool to see you all tuning in here. Very exciting. So, been a while. We had our channel relaunch just a few weeks ago, and then pretty much right then.
The day after?
No, it was the day before the channel relaunch. Your parents came and visited us, and we didn't want to take too much time away from the time with them either, because we had such a good time and was so limited, so short. They live in the US, we live here in Sweden, and we barely get to see them. So we were super excited to be able to spend that time with them, but then obviously we can't be putting out so many videos.
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
Yeah. I think we got to do everything we had hoped that we would get to do during that time. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on comments and
so
part of the video.
we'll be staring at a
Yeah.
few different things. We won't always be looking at the camera here. I have my live control here. We have some your questions are coming here on this side, and Alex will be monitoring those for the most part, and she will let me know when there are a bunch of questions. So we have a bunch of people watching here already, which is really cool. So after your parents left now a week ago or so, right? We've been working extremely hard on getting this book done for you guys, and that's what this live stream is about. It's about the book that we've been working on for a year now. So we haven't obviously not spent full time for a year on this, but we have been working for about a year and been trying to fit it in here and there. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about why we wrote this book. And then if you guys have any questions, just shoot them here in the chat.
And I'll try to keep up with this all.
Yeah,
So.
there are a lot of people sending in questions already, which is fine. And
well, I don't think anybody's sending in questions.
No?
But they're just saying hi. And
they're saying hi. Okay, hi.
Hi to everyone.
Hi. So, we wrote this book for a few reasons. One was that we were receiving so many questions, and we just realized that on our free time with what we were trying to do and to juggle all our life with 4 children, the homestead, and everything else going on, we were just very limited in what we could do. And I also have to earn money on the side, so it was quite hard for us to see, to you know, how can we help the people the best. And then, like we already said at the channel relaunch, we just really wanted to take the whole channel more serious, because we just saw the impact it was having, and we really feel when so many people come and are blessed and are asking questions, and we hear back, you know, you're helping us so much, then that's very encouraging. So then the idea was born a bit. At first, actually, I wanted to do more of a video course, which we're still planning on doing at some point, more how-to course, but then we felt like writing this book first. And I would say that this book really represents our heart about homesteading a lot. I mean, I've written the book, but a lot of times I've come to you and asked you.
It's definitely his labor.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, I mean, I was a part of it, like in it with him through the whole process, but he has worked, especially in the last couple months, tirelessly on this thing, or a few months.
Yeah.
It's gotten more intense towards the end, basically.
I mean, it's me writing the book, but, you know, the last 10 years of the story is just Alex and me together. So the book is a workbook and a textbook. You have to do a lot of working, asking or answering questions, but there is also my story in there, or our story in there. And we really felt like we wanted to share that because, I mean, we have really, our heart is really to share what we have learned so people can learn from that.
We have a question here.
We have a question? Okay. Let's take the question.
Yeah. Jared asked if we've ever had to do any major changes to our property, building ponds, erosion control, major dirt work. Just when we dug the foundation for our house.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, we haven't come to that point here yet, and one thing that is quite tricky in that is also if you don't own the land. So we're just leasing this farm from my parents and working on this land, and we're leasing a couple neighbors' farms or working farming their land, and so then we can't do that kind of work really without, you know, I mean, those kind of things are a really long-term change in the landscape, and the landowner really needs to be in the boat there. But we wanted to try to focus on in this live Q&A. I mean, you guys, you can ask the questions that you would like to ask, but we wanted to ask you guys if you have any questions about our book release. So the book is online already. It is an ebook, and it's on our website, and you can just go to swedishhomestead.com. We could actually post the link in the chat here.
Right.
And there you can learn more.
Yeah.
There you can learn more about what this book is about. And there's a sample now online that you can read. You can just click on it. You don't have to sign up or anything.
Somebody asked, Eve asked, is your book good for beginners? That's kind of what this book is for, specifically. Yeah. Yeah,
but what's really important to understand here is that it's not so much a how-to. Like if you're wondering, how do I raise chickens, or how do I raise pigs, or how do I do forestry work, that's not really what we're aiming for in this book. I mean, we have a lot of how-to videos on our channel, and we hope to bring out some how-to video courses or other materials at some point, but this just really helps you to prepare to get into the homesteading the right way. Helps you, gives you ideas on how you can earn money, make the homesteading work practically.
Hopefully to prevent, what do you say, pitfalls.
Prevent mistakes and that you get stuck.
Does everybody hear us okay? Somebody said that we're not loud enough. I don't know what that would be. But
I mean, on my thing here, we're almost hitting the red spot here in the mic input, so if I make it louder, my voice will not sound, our voices won't sound very good anymore.
Somebody asked in German, are we gonna get a printed version of our book?
Yes, so that's a question we've gotten a few times, and at the moment, no. The book is a PDF file, so you can print it. There are worksheets in the book, and when you purchase the book, you get the worksheet files separately, so you can even print those. And I understand. I mean, I love a book more. I love to hold it in my hands much more than on an iPad or a computer. I totally understand that. But that is just a whole new level of work and to things to deal with there, and shipping and all that stuff. I know there are services that do that, but there are also a lot of question marks there. We have chosen to go this path at the moment, and we feel for most people this will really work because, you know, if you have your computer at the table or at the, you know, your iPad on your lap, and you read some, then you have your notepad, you sit down with your spouse or something and you work through this, and you can really work with it. I think it'll be good. And then we have the audio version, so if you, obviously not the worksheets and things like that, but all the text is recorded, narrated by me. And if you're on your way to work or doing some work in the house or something, just put your headphones in or turn it on and you'll be able to listen to it. So that's a great option. And by the way, up until Christmas, we are offering the ebook with the audio version for the same price as the ebook. So it's on the website. Usually that's a little more with the audio version, but it's now the same price with the audio version until Christmas. Just as a kind of starting bonus, we decided to do that. So at the moment, no printed version.
Hi to everyone who's come on and saying hi.
Hi everyone.
From all over Canada, Arizona. I mean, I'm reading all the comments, but
people are all over the place, huh? We're sitting here in our house in Sweden. It's dark outside, and we've had a super mild, yucky December for the most part. Yeah, so you guys can be heading over to the website to check out the book, and
I posted the link,
free sample
in
there,
the chat.
to read it and check it out. And again, there's also, you know, we wanted to make sure if people are unsure, is this book for me, you have the sample, but then also if you just don't know, if you're unsure, we offer a 14-day refund. So if you really feel, I don't know if this is for me or if it would help me, we really believe in the book. We really believe it's a helpful tool if you want to go into homesteading. And I would just recommend, you know, look at the sample, the video that's on the website where I explain about the book, and then if you're still uncertain, well, you can purchase it, and within the first 14 days, if you feel
this was not what
this
I
was not
looking for,
what I was looking for at the moment, just write us an email and we'll refund you. So really don't want to trick anybody here, just so you know. And you know, it's not a how-to book, but it's a book that's gonna teach you a lot, you know, how to think as a homesteader, how to save cost, how to manage your time, how to plan the right income streams on your homestead, and then how to market your product. So it's basically a lot of things around the how-to. And that has been close to our heart because that's where I feel like a lot of people struggle. A lot of the homesteading people like us just want to get out there and get things going, and they maybe get ahead of themselves a little bit. So I think this book will really give you some good reality checks and help you. And if you are, you know, you've just always dreamed of this homesteading life but just don't see how you can make this work, because that's what we're getting a lot, you know, people, you're living my dream, or they're saying, I want to do this so bad, maybe someday, and that's perfect for you. Or if you're on your homestead and you feel like this is tougher than I thought, well, then this book would also help you in that situation. So
someone asked if the book is gonna have pictures.
No, it has a graphic in there, but otherwise you'll have to imagine a lot of pictures. I'm sharing my story a bit. There a bunch of parts of it are autobiographical, and you can let your imagination flow as you hear me read the book or as you read it yourself. But at this point we've chosen not to add pictures to it, which you have our channel where we air videos weekly. So I know pictures can be nice sometimes, but we have a bunch of new pictures on the website.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there are a bunch of people watching.
New Zealand,
oh my
Africa,
goodness.
Canada, Latvia.
That's crazy.
Everywhere in the States.
So how many of you guys are homesteaders? Let us know in the chat. How many of you folks are already homesteading or want to get into homesteading? I'm really curious to hear about that. or if you have been homesteading, for how many years have you been doing it, and how is it going?
That'd be interesting.
This is something I will share in the book as well. It's that my first homesteading experience really started in 2003. So I've been doing this for a while. Let's see here, when the comments come rolling in, I can look over here as well. Have a screen here. Future homestead there. That's really cool. Just bought my farm.
Wow.
Oh, that's really exciting.
That is awesome.
That is really exciting. Really awesome.
Urban homesteading. Very cool. Western New York State.
That is awesome. I love the urban homesteaders because they show so many folks who always say, "Oh, I can't do this." They show them what can be done. I love that. That's really cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Really cool. Bunch of homesteaders there, a bunch of people who like the homesteading.
Yeah. Friends in Mexico. Greenhouse and 8 hens count. Sure, yeah. I think homesteading is totally like, I don't know how to, it's like totally scalable. Like,
absolutely.
That's
the amazing part.
If a greenhouse and 8 hens, or I think that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that's totally...
I mean, maybe not in the historic sense of the term, you know. I mean, I explained that a little bit in the book as well. I mean, in the historic sense, we wouldn't even be called a homestead because that was a very North American term. But, you know, in what we understand under the term today, absolutely, and it's scalable. So that's something I mentioned too. So in the sample, in the free sample of the book on the website, it says who this book is for, why this book. Just read that through and you'll see if you fit in that category.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments.
Yeah, we're looking at the comments.
Here, that's really cool. From Norway, back to the UK.
Oh, starting your homestead next month. South Africa. Wow.
Wow.
Really,
Homesteader
really cool.
by heart. Yeah.
Wow, awesome. Homesteading is it's a lifestyle and it's a beautiful one. But hey, you homesteaders who are watching right now, it's not always easy. It's not always easy, but it is worth it, right? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Got asked from a Swede how many hektar hobby.
So yeah, so again, this is my parents' farm that we lease, and we do a little bit of a co-work with the forest. So we just lease the farmland, and also a couple neighbors' farms, and it's my let's see, oh yeah, it's my my dad's farm, and he still takes care of the forest. So I think we have, let's see, I need to look here real quick. I forgot the entire my dad's farm is 24 hectare, so 60 acres, and about 40 acres is forest, and 20 acres is pasture. And then we have, I mean, we farm probably another 10 hectare on the neighbor, but it's very poor land. We've been focusing on improving the land on my dad's homestead first. Wow. Oh, that's really cool. Some really cool comments here to read and to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we handed out the book to a few people, and that you might know also. Justin Rhodes from the Justin Rhodes channel. He read the book and he loved it. His reviews on the website. And then Arden Bree, our good friends Arden Bree, they also, Arthur read the book and he really liked it. His review is there, and then another review. And it was really cool to hear back from them what they thought. And, you know, what Arthur said, I really liked that, because he said it's a very holistic approach to the whole homesteading thing. Because you see, we get into homesteading, or typically anybody who gets into homesteading, it's not just because you want to earn money that way. It's because you long for that lifestyle. It's because your heart burns for it. I mean, do that or nothing kind of thing. And it's not just a, you know, a brain logic thing. It's also an emotional connection to the whole homesteading, you know, and your heart burns for it. And so it's very much, you know, it's very much not just your wallet, it's also your soul and your spirit. And so in our book we deal with all of that. We deal with these emotional aspects and how to, you know, how to do this, how to not burn out with it, and how to really juggle that time. And a lot of that is based on our experiences, on both our failure and success over the years, and a lot of things we had to learn the hard way, and have now been able to change, but it hasn't always been easy. So that's why we want to share this with you guys.
Jared Keene is asking how can they order the book. I just posted the link. I can actually I'll share it again right now in the comments.
Yeah, on the website, swedishhomestead.com. And again, up until Christmas, the audio version you get for free. So if you care about that. And they and again, 14 days. If you feel, wow, it might be a good book, but it doesn't help me right now. Well, if that's not at all what you wanted, if you're not happy with it, within 14 days you get your money back. And again, you can check out the free sample to read. The first 11 pages, I think, are on there, where you can get a little bit of a feel for it. And read the reviews. Have me share, and check that out. And you know, it is our story. A bit it's my story. I share that openly because I'm myself. I am me, and I can't share anything else. And you know, you might not agree with all my views or with my beliefs or whatever, but that's just part of who I am. That's how our story took shape and worked out, and I hope that you can benefit from that. Doesn't matter what, you know, what's going on with you right now. I hope that book can really be an encouragement to you and give you new hope to follow your passion and your homesteading dream. I think that's really what we hope for. We read so many cool comments here right now about people.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Thanks for saying hi, you guys who've come in for a moment but have to leave.
Yeah, I understand.
Brainstorm Acres.
It's hard to find a time that works for everybody all around the world. Like, I mean, you said, you know, New Zealand and then we have Canada. It's like all over the world. Space Girl, hubby and I are moving to our homestead in 3 months. We are moving because the society we live in is killing me. The junk in the grocery stores is toxic. And buying organic is a joke now. Well, you could have written the book. Yeah, amen to that. Well, it's
New Zealand.
It's like
again.
that, yeah. New Zealand, wow. You guys are really from all over the place. Well, this is really cool.
It's fun just see where everyone's from.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're saying much here, but
Yeah, that's really cool to see where everybody's from. Really exciting. So, you guys have any more questions?
Yeah, about the book specifically.
So somebody in Swedish asked how we earn money on the farm so we don't have to do a normal job. And he says that they, both him and his wife, they work normal jobs. And he asked how we make it work. And that's exactly what this book is about. That's exactly what it is about. We have several different revenue streams on the farm, and by now, we're not gonna lie about that. By now, YouTube has become one of those streams, but it is also taking a significant amount of time that we can't invest into the homestead. But when we first went to the homestead, YouTube was not an income. So our book deals with that exactly. It's not the how to raise chickens, how to do cattle or something like that, but it's how to actually get help to make it work financially. If you read the sample, the free sample on the website, in the opening, why this book and who this book is for, that's exactly what we say, that there are a lot of challenges with homesteading, but finances are the biggest one. And that's what we hate, right? I mean, we don't want finances to be an issue. I mean, if you go into homesteading, it's not because of money.
I think homesteaders really like to get away from the being dependent upon, or just letting society dictate to you what you need, how you're supposed to live your life, and the costs that are involved in that even. So yeah, I think in general, homesteaders probably like to get away from the financial aspect, but we have to figure it out somehow, because we do live today in this society.
I mean, if you don't want finances to be an issue, they need to be taken care of, the costs and all that on the homestead. So that's exactly what the book is about. So I really like that question. And I'm not saying that if you imply things from the book that you'll be able to manage without any income, but maybe you can go part-time, or maybe you can eventually turn one of those revenue streams that we suggest and that we try to lead you towards, can make that actually an enterprise on your homestead eventually. So that's the whole goal with the book, is to really help you with that.
Someone asked if we're gonna ever sell the book on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, we still have this idea of a physical copy of a paperback or something in the backs of our minds, and then it would probably end up on Amazon, which seems to be the easiest. But at the moment, we have it just as an ebook and an audiobook, and the ebook you could print out. And we've just, again, shared that before, when you download the files, when you've purchased it and you get a link to the download via the web shop, you can also, there are documents there with just the worksheets that you can just print those out. So that'll help. Yeah.
Yes.
These are good questions. Some people are getting into how to chats there.
How to? Oh, they're chatting with research.
Really cool. So, Ireland is there as well.
Yeah. A couple people just said hi from
really
Ireland.
Cool. Is the book in Swedish? Somebody asked. No. We have written the book in English because we feel like that will reach the broadest audience. I do speak Swedish and German as well, but we feel that would be an incredible amount of time. This book has been written in the process of 1 year, and the last 2 weeks I've barely slept in order to get this out today.
Yeah.
And to change this for a very small audience in Swedish or German right now would just be an insane amount of work added to our family.
Yeah.
So
several people have asked about Lucky, and this live stream isn't about Lucky, but we can say that Lucky's doing really well.
Lucky's well.
She is adorable. I went to get the mail a couple days ago, and she was hiding behind some logs there, and as I came up to her, I found her, and she came up to the fence and let me pet her, and would have sucked my ring finger off if I would have let my ring off my finger.
Yeah.
Probably my ring finger too.
She knows that she doesn't get milk anymore, but
loves attention. She's adorable.
Yeah, when you come with a little bucket or something, she still runs up to you and wants to suck your finger.
She is our future milk cow, so not a pet in that sense, but a very loved animal, for sure.
Another thing I just want to share real quick, when we relaunched the channel, we started a membership, and tomorrow 9 p.m. Swedish time, same time as this live stream, we'll do our member homesteading Q&A live stream, and that's where we'll be dealing with lots of these questions. So those of you guys who are members, who have become part of this and who are part of the live stream, tomorrow we'll be going in depth with your questions and be able to focus on
that's better for asking the homesteading questions.
Yeah. So today we'll do. We'll try to focus more on the book, or if you have questions, what it's about, if it'll help you or something like that. Wow, we've already been going for half an hour. Look at that.
It goes fast.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Really exciting to have you guys all hang out here. And I realized that a bunch of you will be watching this as a replay because you're at work or something. Really cool.
Oh, cool. Someone is getting our book right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And again, you know, we have really worked hard on this. We want it to be really a good help. And if it for some reason is not, well, you always have the option to contacting us within the first 14 days. And I say in the beginning of the book that I wish I would have had that information in a nutshell combined when we started out. When we started out, I feel like I had to do a lot of research. And when you're out on YouTube, I mean, you guys know that. You are here on YouTube watching us right now. But when you're out on YouTube trying to find information, oh my gosh, you need all 24 hours in the day. And you get a little bit here, a little bit there. And it's not information more tailored to your needs. And it just takes a lot of time. And then sometimes you don't get the context, and so you try to do it on your homestead, and then it doesn't really work, and then you're like, this doesn't work out, but it would work out if you had the right information, and it's this big back and forth, and it took us hours, weeks to figure that out.
A couple questions.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? About the worksheets. The worksheets go over the steps in the book, or go...
Yeah.
You can describe that.
So the book has an introduction to it, which is a lot of my story leading up to this all.
Posting the link again here.
Okay.
Someone asked.
And then there are 3 major steps in the book. So it's first the evaluating of your life and dreams, you know, your gifts, what you want, basically identifying all of that, your gifts, your needs, all of that. And then it's the planning of your new life. You know, the move you want to do and what you want to do and how you do it and plan your time and all of that. And then it's the actual creating of battle plans to make it work financially. Those 3 steps. And then each of these steps has a worksheet that actually walks you through each section of those steps, each chapter of those. So everything you have read through, you will basically be walked through again by the worksheet. And you'll probably read it again even. And so basically all the titles in the different section, they come back in the worksheets. Yeah. So you will be answering those questions. So the book does require you to do some thinking, but will help you kind of how we have learned to think over the years, and hopefully that'll be a big help to you.
Does the book give guidance or suggestions on how to deal with governmental agencies as a small-scale agricultural business?
Not specifically, because that varies so greatly depending on where you are. I mean, what might be valid information here for us in Sweden might be good in many European Union countries, but then outside of that is something completely different. So you'll have to look into that a bit more for yourself. And what I would do there is really go to people closer by around you and see how they have dealt with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I would do. I mean, there are people who have done things, and we need to really outsmart these people. We really need to. If we want to make this work, we need to try to work around all these laws and regulations. I'm not saying to break them, but to somehow make it work.
Yeah.
And find solutions within that to make it work. And that is a big deal. That is a big challenge. But let me tell you right away, we have a lot of viewers from North America. It's the same difficult there. I mean, you know, whether it's the European Union or North America, the food health, whatever it's called there, it's the same struggles the farmers have over there. Sometimes even more extreme in the U.S. than it is with with regulations than it is here in Europe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Any more questions?
Hey Andreas, offgrid.se,
Yeah.
another Swedish homesteader. Good to see you here. Cool. Awesome. Well, this is really exciting. Again, check out the website. You have videos explaining what the book is. You have reviews from Arden Bree, Justin Rhodes, and another friend, Chen, beginner homesteader, who just purchased a homestead as well. They read the book. You have a free sample there you can read. You have the 14 days refund if you're not happy with your purchase. Just check it out. And again, till Christmas, the audio version is for no extra cost. So if you purchase the ebook, make sure you actually go to the one that is included with the audiobook for the same price.
Yeah. Okay, and someone asked about if it's the currency is listed in the price is in US dollars or Swedish crowns.
Yes. So we've had this issue that the provider for the web store only allows one currency for the store, and we've had it in Swedish crowns so far, but we've gotten a lot of emails from people wishing it would be in US dollars. So we changed it today to US dollars. So our online store is in US dollars now, and the book price is all in US dollars. And I think, I'm not trying to offend anybody here, but I'm just going out on a limb here. I think the European people are maybe a bit more comfortable with the exchange rates and to calculating that to their own currency. So it is now showing in US dollars, and that way most of you guys, because our audience, about 50% comes from North America, that would be probably the best way to go.
But there's also a link right above where
Yes.
you can purchase the book to a currency exchange site, so that you can look and just see at the moment what that is in your currency.
And I mean, you'll what will be booked off your account will obviously be in the currency your account is in, so there's no worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything else you would think that would be cool to share about the book? We finished the book with one line, and you came up with that.
Yes.
The book finishes
Yes.
with the sentence, "This is just the beginning."
It's because I think you said like, should we write like the end on the back page?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, right, this is just the beginning, because that's what this book is all about, is helping you guys to get started. Yeah, should be an encouragement and a little push in the right direction. So
Yeah, because we really hope that the book will actually reignite your passion to go into homesteading. Maybe you're watching, have had this dream, and really feel it's not possible. Hey, I want to encourage you right now. I've been told for a long time by a lot of people around me that homesteading, small-scale farming is not possible. It's not a desirable lifestyle, and it won't work. I mean, still, the Swedish society today is like farmers for the most part. Let's be honest about it. And don't be discouraged. Don't quench your dream. It's a noble goal. It's a good desire, a good passion. And if that's you, you won't be happy doing anything else. Let me tell you that. I have tried that. I've worked in different things. I share about this in my book as well. I've worked in sales. I've worked with different things, and none of them were fulfilling. It's like putting a fish on land or a pig on concrete floor. And I just want to encourage you. I really believe that the book can give you new hope and new passion to do this again, and to actually think, hey, I can do this. I can make this possible.
Yeah, someone says Jacqueline says this, starting doesn't always involve having a lot of property or even your own property, and that's totally true.
Absolutely.
I think it's this book even helps you to just open your eyes to see, give you ideas what you can do from where you are right now to take maybe the very first step in this.
And again, we right now don't own any property. We're really thankful for the opportunity that we can farm my parents' farm, but we also farm a couple neighbors' farms. So you can lease land. Obviously, there's this dream, this desire to be a landowner in many people, and I understand that. I have that too. We share about that in our book as well. But, you know, it's not a requirement in order to start homesteading or even small-scale farming.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, one more thing. We're going to go here in about 5 minutes. We have been online then for 45 minutes. If you have some more questions, shoot them at us now. We'll answer them before we go. But I wanted to share one more thing. Just a few weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I think, I was interviewed by some people from the UK, and we did a podcast together. And I have not shared that with you guys yet. So we're going to be posting this link on our community tab on YouTube to this podcast. A really interesting interview they did with us. It's a nursery plant something. We'll share the link in the community tab and on Facebook, and that'll be really good. Was really fun being interviewed by them, and I share a little bit because he didn't know I was writing a book, but he asked me some of these questions. How do people get started and stuff? So we talked about that a bunch. It was real fun interview.
A lot of people are asking really good questions about homesteading things, and we just said right now we're focusing in this live about the book right now. So, but tomorrow, for our members, we'll be having a live stream. So, and that's where we focus on these kind of questions, or questions regarding other things, homesteading and everything else. So we're not ignoring you. It's just that. And somebody asked if they can buy the book and then gift it to somebody else somehow online. Is that...
Again, the provider for the online store, I looked into this. They don't allow any gift cards at the moment. But hey, this is on a trust basis, obviously. You know, we write in the book that we asked to not contribute this or hand it out to folks, but I mean, you will download the file, you have it, and we trust your integrity here, and really your integrity to respect the work we have put into this. And yes, you may purchase it and hand it on to somebody as a gift. That is obviously fine, and it's up to you, your integrity to do that. And otherwise, we write this in the book that we ask you kindly to refer other people to our website to look into that book and purchase a copy.
Yeah. And somebody asked us if we had Lucia Fika today.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We actually
Today
did.
is, what is it called in English?
Hey, thumbs up in the live stream if you know what Lucia is.
Yeah.
If you have a Swedish background or are Swedish, tell us. And if you're not, you should check it out. It's the if you're not Swedish or Norwegian, I think they celebrate it too. It's quite an odd thing to realize that people celebrate it here. But. Really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Alex and I are very thankful for all of you guys, and we are very thankful for this channel. We're very thankful that we're done now with this book and are finally able to bring it to you. We want to thank all the people who have helped us in this process. Maybe you're watching, you know who you are. Yeah. We could not have done this without you. And also the people who have been waiting patiently. And we're just very thankful for this. And now we're looking forward to a calmer time in the winter, a time of rest, a time where we can focus and plan the next season, and just really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Cool.
And don't forget tomorrow for the members who are part of it, the live stream, the homesteading Q&A. Awesome.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I don't know. Just there are lots of comments coming in. I'm just reading them, but
Lots of comments. Yeah,
it's fun to engage with you all.
it is.
And
We should do this more often.
hi, Finland.
Yeah, we should do this more often.
Yeah.
But
that's
it's
also yeah, like our plan is to be.
yeah.
It's just been the book really has been
Yeah.
taking up a lot of our time.
I mean, we've been working till after midnight for the last 2 weeks every day. So
Thank you, Denny.
It's been insane, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you guys. So just want to encourage you guys, you know, to share this with people that you feel like could benefit from this. We're a homesteading community. We really want to help each other. You know, there have been some folks out there who have been quite negative towards the changes that we have been doing in this channel, and I don't feel the need to address that, but I just want to say that nothing has changed. Except for that we want to take this more serious, and I've tried to look at it a bit more professional to be able to help people in a better way. That's all. And our hearts still burn for this and to creating good videos, and we're really excited about this. So please, hey, give this video a like, share it, and refer people maybe to the website where we also have the video explaining what the book is about, and anyone I think can click on a free sample to read it and check it out. And there you see the table of content as well, where you can see what the book has. So just want to say thank you here again.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to go to bed earlier today. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Cool. And video coming next week. Cow shelter. Cows are in the shelter. We have a bunch more geese. We have some hatching eggs from Germany in the hatching machine. A new breed I am testing. Somebody wrote earlier that we had inspired them, and they have, what did they say, 150 pigs?
Something like that.
And 300 breast chicken. Well, I'm now actually looking into a different breed, and I'll be revealing that in the video. Really cool, exciting stuff. And Lucky, she'll be part of the video.
Yes, for sure.
It would have been hard to have Lucky on the live stream.
Okay.
Cool.
Have a good day, good Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, have a nice weekend.
Saturday even.
Don't get too worked up and too stressed out in the pre-Christmas. And I just want to encourage everybody to really focus on the family and good food. And Jesus.
Jesus? Jesus.
See, my English
Jesus.
is horrible. Jesus. Our Savior. Hey, that's what we celebrate at
Yes.
Christmas. Come on.
Yes.
Okay. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.